Hey, this is only for the ladies. And fellas, hey, I'm going to have something for y'all, but this is for my ladies. Ladies, we get into relationships and sometimes we fall into this big old hole called potential. And when things don't go our way, we're disappointed, we are distraught, we are just a mess. But I think that the fact that we don't look at those key points and those things and those warning signs before the storm hits to save us a lot of misery. So today I want to talk about something that I definitely can relate to, and that people that may know me can definitely say that I can relate to as well. And that is the mama boys syndrome. Why is it that us ladies, we get with these men that are mama's boys and we don't know it yet? And we think we can change them. We think that we can fix them. We having battlefields with the mom, not knowing that, honey, this is something that happened way before you were even thought of. And see, what we do as women sometimes, we get caught up into this thing called potential. We formulate this idea in our minds that, he's going to be this type of guy because this is what we have set our standards on. We feel that he's going to do this, he's going to be this, and he's going to have this to offer, not knowing that, he is not thinking of any of those things that you have formulated this whole little plot in your mind. He ain't even thinking about any of those things. Yet we have held on so tight to the potential that we have formulated for this guy that we have missed all the warning signs. Because I'm going to tell y'all something. Let me straighten myself up. Let me tell y'all something. Them signs are there. They're there right in the beginning. But see, we so hooked on, the honeymoon phase and just, we got us a new man now and we just living it up and we are just doing our thing and we are just glowing and everything is just awesome that we forget to see the signs. And what I want you guys to do, when the signs are there, pay attention to the signs. I know it may be a new thing and new things are always just so fresh, so exhilarating, like a brand new item in a store, a brand new piece of clothing that you find at Zara's. I mean, ooh, girl, this is cute. I could see myself walking, in the club with this and all eyes on me. That's the kind of idea that we formulate in our head when we get with these guys. But what we don't understand is that you can't change nobody. You can't change. I mean, you can cry tears like a river. You can plead. You can beg. But you can't change no man. And if his mother or wherever he has adopted these mama boy syndrome habits from, that's something that he got to change. That he has to see that there is something wrong here. There is some type of disconnect here where I'm not able to thrive as a grown man without the influence of my mother. And he has to see that it is causing a problem in the relationship. If he doesn't see that, you can beg. I know we beg. You can cry. You can throw a fit. But until he comes to the realization that there's a problem, there's nothing that you can do. Because see, backtracking, and we're just going to draw a little opinion here. His mom may have went through some things where she felt the need that she had to hold on to him. Or maybe the father wasn't there where she felt that she had to hold on to him. Or maybe love wasn't present enough for her where she felt she had to hold on to him. And as some mothers out there, as we know, when our child is a young, innocent child, they're like sponges. They pick up everything. So if you put into them, hey, this is how I want you to be. This is how I'm going to condition you to be. They grow up with those same type of attributes their mother or their parents had put into them. So you think about it, growing up for years and years and years, feeling like, hey, this is the way to be. Now that you're an adult, this has been instilled in you for over a decade. Now you get with a woman and she's requiring you to, hey, step up to the plate. Hey, I need you to not let your mother disrespect me. Hey, I need you to draw a line from mother and our relationship. There should be some type of, line drawn. He doesn't know how to do that because all his life, mom has been the number one woman in his life. And who are you to think you're going to change that? He has to see that there is something wrong with that picture. He has to see that, hey, you know what? It is time for me to reconnect my spine and be the man that God has chosen me to be. So we bend ourselves out of shape and we, throw these tantrums and we throw these fits and we go through all these different emotions trying to get this man to change when you don't understand that that's something that he has to deal with. The best thing that you can do as a woman, and I am sorry to say this, you have to let go. You got to let go. You can't hold on to him. You can't change him. There is nothing that you can possibly do in your power to change him. I don't care how good you think the sex is, how beautiful you may be, and I'm pretty sure my ladies out there, I know y'all got it going on. But it's not enough to make him let go what he has been conditioned throughout the years. It's not enough. Because, see, this is something that is mental. This is something that is mental, ladies. And we know mental things, when you feel so strongly in your mind or you believe in your mind that things are as they are, even if it's not the reality, to convince yourself otherwise that this ain't what it is, that is a hard thing to do. So why do you expect that this man that you got involved with is able just let it go? He may need counseling. He may have to start to open up his third eye and see things for what they really are. And you're not going to be able to change that in no shape or form. So I know a lot of time us women, we know the signs, we see the signs, and guess what? We still stay there. We still stay there and we complain. Because this is something that a lot of y'all don't want to hear, but I got to give it to y'all. We are afraid to be by ourselves. And I ain't talking about, a couple of hours you at the house before you get off from work. I'm talking about we are just literally afraid to be by ourselves. We feel that a man completes us. We feel that we have to have this individual, whether he no good or whether he is a piece of good. I don't know what Betty Wright was talking about when she said she'd rather have a piece of man than no man at all, because she lost me right there. But we feel this incompleteness about ourselves if we don't have nobody around. So now you got to look at yourself. What is wrong with self? What is self missing? Because you are the life of the party, honey. You are the moon, the sun, the stars, and the sky. For a man to be by you, that is a compliment. And it's not to bring my men down because we love our men, but we have to first love ourselves. Because if you don't love yourself and you don't value yourself, how can you give something to a man that you don't have yourself? How can you give value to a man that you don't have yourself? How can you give love to a man that you don't have yourself? And we're not just talking about in the sexual sense. We're talking about in the sense that, hey, I don't have to touch you. I don't have to do anything to you. But the presence of myself, the aura that I give you, you know that there is love all around me. How can you give that to a man? We think feeding them. Feeding, they're going to eat whether they eat at your house and at the next person's house. So feeding is not love. Feeding is a part of nurturing. So we as women, we have to learn how to love ourselves, learn how to appreciate ourselves, what we really bring to the table, the essence that just glows off of us. So when you got two troubled people together, how do you expect to thrive? How do you expect to just live this happy life? Because a broken person can't fix a broken person. I don't know where that exists at. Well, you have to first work on yourself. And when you are able to work on yourself and make yourself into a complete puzzle, then you can identify certain things like that. And certain things you just not going to go for, because you going to realize, you know what? I love me, and this ain't right. This is not where it's at. This is not where I want to be. This is not what I'm going to accept. And that man, he's going to see that. He's going to see what, I don't know what it is about her, but it's certain things I am not going to be able to do with her. But just like you have this weakness within you, people can sense that. People can sense when you are not as strong as you say you is. I don't care how good you dress. I don't care what kind of clothes you adorn yourself with or the makeup that you put on, people can tell when you don't got it all together. And people can tell when you have a sense of weakness, especially a lot of men. They prey on things like that. So if you guys don't take anything from what I'm saying, learn how to fix self first. Knowing that, hey, when you come across a guy that just cannot, let go, that lactating, he's still lactating at about 40 years old, there ain't nothing you can do about that. The best thing you could do is walk away from the situation and, hey, I got to let you have that, sir. I have to let you learn on your own, sir, because I'm not able to waste any of my valuable time trying to reteach you, retrain you, or show you that the potential that I may see in you, because they have to first see it in themselves. So as always, I want to thank you guys for tuning in. Do not forget to hit the like and subscribe button, as I will be uploading more content throughout the week. And y'all, don't party too hard this weekend. Have a blessed Friday.